Here are 5 things you wouldn't expect to see at the Formula One Australian Grand Prix. You will see drivers everywhere. If you think they're hidden away in secret rooms, think again. On the Tuesday, we saw Charles Leclerc at a whiskey tasting event. On the Wednesday, we saw Oscar Piastri unveiling a new McLaren. And if you're like me, you'll see Oscar Piastri and his security pushing their way into the urinals seconds just before the race is about to start. Must be nice. Albert Park is huge. If you want to get from one grandstand to another, you're looking at about a 30-minute walk. It might seem nice and compact on the TV, but you will easily clock up 20,000 steps a day. And that's just to find a decent beer queue. The massive post-race invasion. Now, this was my first time at the Australian Grand Prix, but it was cool to see that thousands and thousands of people were back on the track after the race was over. It was banned a couple of years ago after fans were getting a bit too close to the oncoming traffic. But it's very cool to see this famous tradition is now back in full swing. Everything is bloody expensive, which you kind of expect at a Formula One Grand Prix. But if you're looking to get any Lewis Hamilton merch or one of those yellow hats with the Oscar Piastri on it, that's going to be about 120 bucks. And surprisingly, they sold out on race day. Finally, there is no cover at Albert Park, which seems crazy for a place like Melbourne where there are 4 seasons in a day. On the Saturday, you've got 35-degree heat with the sun beaming down at the grandstand. And on the Sunday, people were getting soaked in the grandstands. Seems like a bit of an oversight in a place like Melbourne where there's 4 seasons in a day.